Hey, how you doing, everybody? This is Solus44. Welcome back to MC Eternal 2. And today we're just going to cover the stuff that I've been working on off camera. And we're going to go over a few new cool things that I found out. And we're going to look at some bees. If y'all are interested in complicated bees, I'm not 100% sure how complicated bees does things, but we're going to take a look at it anyway. And we're going to figure it out. I did a lot of base updates, so we're going to cover those very, very well. First thing. Um, first, first and foremost, watch out for these guys still. But I used a ton of dirt to expand this out. I kind of want to not fully collapse this area. I want to keep the water there, but I expanded the wall, and I'm almost completely out. Well, I was almost out of materials for a while. But you'll notice I did manage to make the connected glass to make my little deal here. I don't I don't really want to make a bubble vader, but check it out. I made my clover, and I made it from mirror weave and moss blocks. So I used a bunch of my mirror weave. That's fine, because I can get more from the trading system. Um, yeah, I mean, cool, right? I moved everything over here. That's Ars Nouveau, kind of. Well, I mean, I just moved it over here just so that I can get it onto the archwood planks. I replaced the floor with a bunch of bricks. I got myself a brown mushroom because I know in one of the previous videos I had like a spell I couldn't do because of it or something. And I got me one of these botanist workbench from Chipped, which is really cool for working with, well, blocks, right? It makes cool blocks. I got these flower boxes. I even put down the daffodil. They're mad at me. Like, these guys are not happy. Very unhappy because I broke all their planks and their trees. But that's too bad, I guess. I don't know. Maybe they'll start becoming happy again as they'll never turn down an addition to their home. Try sprucing it up. Okay, look, Sproblin is a pretty smart dude. He knows Ars Nouveau really well. And I saw him put together this wall of wood in his playthrough. And he's like, I'm the minimalist, right? Like, I build stuff small and I shouldn't sometimes. But he was like, just add the stuff to the wall when you get a new log. And I'm like, wait a minute. I've got these trees that are constantly causing a lot of problems with grass and all that other stuff. Why not just make my own wall of wood? And so the swirly sprigs are supposed to uh, attach to the wood, and you could just put it on the floor. You could put it somewhere else, however you want to do it. But you can use this kind of design. This is what he did, and they will give you the wood. Look, there's some more wood going into the thing. Yeah, I got a lot of room now. I still didn't use up all the blazing archwood, but I did add it to the source generation because, well, it's the only way to really get enough source from this setup. There's a whole bunch of different ways you could do this, guys. I don't even want to pretend like I know it all in this pack. This is insanity. Yeah, see, I'm already getting mushrooms. I got these boomerangs too. They're pretty cool. Anyway, let me show you the base real quick so far from what I've updated. That idiot just tried to kill himself? Okay. Got a problem? All right. So, obviously I have my queen bee set up in here, and I want to talk about these right here, these glistening honey crystals. They basically act like an amethyst block. And I found one of these crystalline flowers. This is a really cool block that I really wish everybody would have talked about before. I've never even heard of this thing. If it's in all the mods 10, it's got to be. But basically what you can do is you can, I mean, I've been increasing its items and updating it, and it'll grow. And now, look at how tall that sucker is. Now you can throw stuff on it, like books and enchanted books. But what's really cool, Well, let's just take a book. I don't know if it has to be an enchanted book, but I think a regular book. Are all my enchanted books? Oh yeah. Let me go grab one of the enchanted books. Show you something really cool. This thing is cool. This enchanted library is really neat. Okay, let's see. Chain lightning. Once you fill it up, like you can just throw stuff on top of the flower, and it basically acts kind of like this burner, this trash compactor, which awesome. It's finally almost empty. I was just letting it burn a bunch of different items on the list. I will move all of this upstairs here in a sec. I did put the scrying eye up here because I got tired of people getting in the way. So you can right click on this. Now let's see if it works with a regular book. It does. You can basically give yourself any book from the levels that you have stored inside. Like I put a absolute ton of experience stuff in here. It burns whatever. I mean, I don't know if they're like you. I think you can. Yeah, you can even put the scrolls. Let's say you got it like this right here. It's these software updates, right? I don't need them. You just put them in here, and when it's empty, you know. Well, now it's full, but when it's empty, you can put this in there and then click this right here, and it'll add it to the experience levels down here. So let's take this book and what spell do we want, right? Like you can just scroll down. Let's see. That's got a lot of stuff on it already. I've been enchanting quite a bit, so this is going to be getting a way to get spells like mending. Look, and it tells you how many levels it takes out. Now it's level 1 for mending, obviously, but let's go plundering. Plundering 3. Puncturing. Anything that you can think of for spells in this pack, pretty much you can get. I mean, you need your silk touch, boom. You need your sharpness, boom. Now this is sharpness 5, actually. I already got sharpness 5 on that thing. I switched over to a dragon bone sword because the sweeping edge actually messed me up. And I don't know. It seems to be all right. Plus, it gives me it can be imbued, so if I put the divine smite on it, ruthless strike, knockback 2. It's pretty good. It does its thing. Let's see. But what else could I add? Fire aspect. Let's set soul fire. Soul fire aspect, soul flame. What's soul fire aspect? That is. I don't know which is better, Soul Flame or Soul Fire aspect. Let's see if Soul Flame goes on there. But yeah, and then you can convert your books. See how now it has this little thing? You just get check, and you just keep adding stuff to it. See, I can change this book into any book. Want Withering? Do we have Withering on here? Now we got Withering. Isn't that awesome? I wish I would have known about this. This is a better trash can. And okay, so let's find something to throw on there. Shutdown. I don't like that spell. You can just throw it on here. And it adds it automatically. Or you can right click and you can add it in manually. So this is a really powerful crystalline thing from the Bubble Zone. So don't miss out on that. If you go to the Bubble Zone, that's a great thing to have. I'll show you the bee analyzation I was doing. I finally found a desert and a cave. The cave bee was easy to find. I just went over to the little hole I have over here and went to the cave, and there it was. No problem. Use a scoop on it. Good to go. Now, the desert sucked. That took a lot of deserts to find. But this is my little platform. I know it's not pretty. I'm working on it. I ran out of a lot of materials. Like, I don't have an infinite number of materials yet, you know? But I had a lot of cobble, so I put this on here. And I need something lighter to go at the top, grow it up a little bit bigger. You know, I'll work on it. I started displaying some of my armors. And, of course, some of the weapons and things, too. And this little punk thinks it's okay to come in here and sleep. I really don't like that. Oh, and I changed the look of the portals, and I prepped some portals up that are ready to go just in case I get that, like I need to add a waystone or a waypoint. I can always add another source area there. What else did I do? I think that's about it for updates. So we're going to cover the bees for complicated bees a little bit since I have that going right now. If you notice, there's an absolute ton of drones in here. I took all the drones that I've been just automatically farming, right? Like, look at all these drones. You get a ton of drones. This one doesn't have the queen because I got it right here. But yeah, look at all these drones you got, right? So you just take the drones, and I think I worked on the Rocky. No, I worked on the Desert Princess, and I analyzed her, but I'm going to show you how to analyze the Rocky. I've already done 3. I guess if they're the same as the other ones, it works. So what I do, this is what I do, is I just click this here, and it uses two drones, right? And it tells you the first one, and then it tells you the second one. And then you can obviously, the third one is too easy, right? Then you just let it run, wait for it to show up, repeat. So no, you're not going to guess these things really fast unless you're like super lucky, I guess. But this makes things way easier. Yes, JEI will tell you some stuff, but I like to be able to use the actual mod itself as well. And since I have so many drones, and there's probably not like enough usage for the drones. Like this one's only got 8, the other one had 9. There you go. Now it's all discovered. All right, so now I need to figure out how to get them to mutate, right? So let's take a look at the uses for, where's the queen? Okay, the Rocky Queen was the one I already put inside. So let's look at mutations. If you use, oh, I get it. I get it. So I needed, oh, I screwed up already. Well, that's fine. We're going to go ahead and let her run then. So we're going to put her in here, the Rocky Queen and her drone. And we're going to let that run. We got to make some more frames. I always do that. And we want three frames. And our good old time in a bottle, if you can't tell, 16 hours. I've been putting some time in, okay? So don't expect to just. All right, it says needs lush cave. Oh, and she's only at night? Now, how do I make it lush cave? Oh, that's right. You have to create. Ah, man, what's that thing called? There's a thing for bees that you can make that mimics the environment they want. Let me check her out. Oh, she doesn't say the desert one. I bet she says needs desert. That sucks. I think I can make the analyzer now. I just wasted a bunch of time, but that's okay. All right, let's take a look here. Yeah, I got the analyzer. Now, in order to, well, let's go ahead and put the queen in here. Oh, and needs honey drops. I should have some honey drops. There's some honey drops. Put the plains queen in there. Boop. All right, so this is going to tell you what she does. She sucks at making stuff. She's been 150 generations in captivity already. I don't really care about all the other stuff, but now does it show? Okay, now it shows her deal here. Species desert. I don't know what inactive means, but it also tells you the humidity, the territory, fertility, authority. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and analyze her as well. We already know that she says, oh, okay, so when it says flower, lush cave, this one just says flowers. Will this one say desert? Shh, it says desert. So the only way to get her to work is by using, well, that's okay. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a look. Since I haven't turned her into a queen yet, I can try and mutate her. And see, I'm going to see if this works. I want a bituminous or robust. What does bituminous take? Desert plus rocky. Okay, so desert here, and then we'll just take a rocky drone. Oh, it doesn't matter. Now it's, maybe I need to, wrong temperature, needs to be hot, wrong humidity needs to be dry. She's asleep because she works only at night. Well, that stinks. Of course. So, where's the boxes that we need here? We need to make, oh wow, they have a bee sorter. That's cool. Let's go ahead and make that block. Analyzer. I'd rather have a block than the handheld. All right. We need malarium. Ah, yes. So that's it. You have to make this malarium thing. Uh-oh. I don't have pollen. I can make the honey blocks. Let's just make a stack of those. Oh, not apiary. Well, yeah, we need to make an... No. We need to make these malarium blocks. In order to make those, we need pollen, which comes from industrious bees. So let's put the industrious bees on our list. That requires a tireless. How do I get a tireless? The common plus a diligent. Put the diligent on there. Cultivated. All right, so how does it cultivate? Where do we get the cultivated from? I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's get the book out. There it is. Eccentric tome. I'm going to go over to the bees. Yeah, pollen. Produced in the centrifuge. Yeah, we know that. Getting started. No. All right, so the frames, the way I understand it is if you get like the twisted frame, it can automatically mutate. The constant howling of a trap soul depends on negative effects on the bees, however. Yeah, I get that. So does that mean that if I just run those frames in here, there's a chance of me getting a mutated bee? That's the way I look at it. Let's go ahead and put this here. Let me guess. Yeah, it just needs drops of honey. Can I just leave those in there? Okay, cool. So how do I know what mutations I can get from the... Well, the only one that I can run is the common, right? So the plains one, she actually can work. So let's take a look. What are her mutations? Oh, wow. Does she just mutate on her own? See, that's the question I have, really. I've tried the twisted frames and it didn't really do anything. So let's try it anyway. What's this? Oh, we have to have wax sticks. That's right. So wax sticks. Now I've got plenty of the. I'm not gonna say plenty, but I've got enough of the items already. So let's go 1, 2, 3, and we'll just run those like that, and then we'll do 3 more, and we'll go like that. Now I'm gonna have issues with soul sand if I'm not careful. And then will that? Hopefully that'll help. Let's find out. We got time in a bottle. If I go like that, will that work? I don't want to use up the last drone because I don't know for sure if every drone works or if that's how they mutate or what's going to happen. Hey, I think I saw a different drone. Look at that, a rocky drone. So maybe it does mutate that way. And see, now these aren't analyzed. I saw different ones. New species. What did I get? Oh, a common. We got plains and we got common. This whole time I was actually getting different bees. Okay. Okay, now it's oh, uh-oh. This is a different queen. She is now nocturnal. Doggone it. So every bee is going to have its own little thing too. Interesting. So now I have plains and I have common drones. And so we can then take a look at common. Oh, they have 4. So it gets more complex. Okay. Mutate. Okay, boreal. I researched boreal. Now I don't really know if this is actually useful for anything. But I got to get diamonds. I have to get diamonds, and that's going to be a long ways away, I think. And I'm probably going to end up going to the Nether before I get diamonds. Good thing we have all these drones, though. There we go. So common is researched, desert's researched, Rocky's researched. Okay, so all of Rocky's the same, all of common. So now I have a common bees, but I don't have a common queen. So can I just go ahead and put her in here? Will if I use a desert drone, will that change it? Take these out. Take these out. Because I want mutations. That is a lot of drones. Now, if she's mixed with a common, what does that give? Oh, that's how I get to cultivate it. So let's put the common in here. Diurnal. Oh, come on. Are you telling me it's too late? Doesn't feel like it's that dark, but I guess it is getting later in the day. All right, so she's got 3 mutation frames. And she's got 3 mutation frames. Let's go ahead and sleep. Where's my sleeping bag? For real. Where's my sleeping bag? Oh, okay. There it is. That would have really been weird. Oh, let me talk to you about my look at this. A lunch bag, a lunch box, a lunch basket. So you can fill it full of foods and then you can hold it all together. So you open it up. And you can eat right from it. Or you can close it and then you can scroll. If you hold right click, you can scroll through your different foods. And you open it up. And then you can just right click, put food in it. It's really cool. Saves you tons of space. Right? Isn't that cool? All right, let's see what we got going on here. Okay, she went through that one. Let's go ahead. What does she do with the desert drone? Also produces common. Iraqi produces common, or okay, so the common or common. So let's go ahead and give her a common, because with a common we can get cultivated. Oh yeah, she's the nighttime one now. She got messed up. Nope. We want her to be bred with the common. These 2 Rocky drones have different abilities, or have something different. This one doesn't require. This one requires flower. So this one has inherited flowers. This one is now Lush Cave. So somehow or another, we've got a Rocky drone and a Rocky Queen. Unfortunately, the Rocky Queen, she requires Lush Cave, but maybe I can get them all to do. Look at that. We got a Rocky drone. And you can analyze it and just basically, I think you just naturally select your stuff. Yeah, that one requires Lush Cave. Well, that used up quite a bit. These are all just flowers. So you can basically get them to inherit the capabilities. What sucks is I accidentally got my plains queen here. And she only works at night. Thankfully, she's still only flowers. So let's take a look at analyze the desert drone here. Now, I don't want them to have desert stuff. Oh, cultivated. I've got a cultivated. Let's analyze the cultivated. Only flowers. That's good to go. That's what I want. Okay, let's check out the drone. Let's sequence the cultivated. Now he's got 5. Now I really can't tell. Did I just hear someone open up a drawer? Are they getting into my stuff? Can a villager open drawers in this? Or open up chests and stuff? I knew I needed to move my stuff for a reason. Oh, little punks are stealing my stuff. I can't believe I actually got it cultivated that quick. That was cool. It doesn't actually take that long. I was kind of expecting it to be a lot longer process. Then I was going to have to use time in a bottle until I was out of time. I'm trying to make this as quick as possible if you guys can't tell. I am clicking as fast as I can go. I can imagine if you're colorblind, this would be a nightmare game to play, though. All right, so cultivated is now 100%. And yeah, she's still useless. Common with common. What does common do? Common with cultivated equals diligent. That's right. So that's what I need to get. Oh, well, there it goes. It already put itself in there. Oh, crap. Now my inventory's full. There's so many different types of bees. There we go. Okay, so her with him, right? Because he's normal. Common and cultivated. Oh, a cultivated queen. I need to analyze her. But we also need to mutate. So let's get the mutation frames. So we have our rocky comb and our dusty comb. Those came with the actual hives themselves. And yes, I'm going to open up these loot crates. Oh, I'm already out of... See, those wax sticks are going to be a thing. Make two... Oh, that was weird. Now the wet frame, okay, so that's how we do it. So this is changing, this is how it changes humidity. Is there one for the lush cave? I don't know what this one does. Restrictive frame? Oh, it takes the territory down so that way it doesn't interact too much. But humidity might be important. Okay. Well, mostly we're going to be looking at making the twisted frames for right now, right? Because we're gonna try and mutate these as many times as we can. So what we really want is the diligent. I can take that one off now. We have cultivated available. We probably want more cultivated. So before this reaches the bottom, why don't I go ahead and take and put, or, oh, never mind. There's going to be drones already waiting. This stinks that she's no good. She won't work because she requires desert. And she won't work because she requires lush cave. But if I can get a drone, let's well these frames are about to break. So let's go ahead and time in a bottle that. That's pretty quick. Oh, there's planes for the common. We're gonna need a place to put these guys. Let's go ahead and just get a barrel. I should have a ton of barrels yet. Or oh, let's see if we can get the bee organizer. Well, what the heck? Complicated. Autolyzer. No. Oh, it requires energy for the malarium deal? See, I can't get to the library yet. That's what I really want to get to. Um, so that way I can just put them in there. Oh, there's a mutator block. Okay. Oh, bee sorter. There we go. Ooh. Same thing. Requires a propolis. So it's a bee sorter. Well, in the meantime, we're just gonna stick our bees So that way they don't have issues with not being able to see the sky. We'll just put them right here. That's creepy. Whatever, let's break it. Yeah, I'm having issues with because it's acting like why is it not breaking it? It's acting like all these blocks belong to the villagers, so it's not letting anything stack. I think that's what's going on. All right, so this one is going to be common, right? Or, yeah, we'll just put all the common in here. There's a common. We'll put the plains in here since we know that they're the most. She's plains. Oh, wow, we're working on cultivated now. We're just straight up cultivated. What was her issue? Oh, she only works at night. We need to get a few cultivated going. We'll put cultivated in here. And then we'll put the rocky in the desert in here since we don't have any use for them yet. Well, we might have use for the rocky. And maybe a there. Cultivated. And of course not until night times. Oh, wait. Yeah, there's our diligent. So there we go. Hey, we're getting there. Like we're just getting mutations of the various types. What's the issue? She's satisfied. So we can mark off diligent. Now the diligent gives us stringy comb, and that's the one we really want to get so we can get going with the rest of the mod. So the auto crafting setup that I did actually has helped. All right, so uh, it's a frame. I need to add it to this list over here. There we go. Now I don't know how much soul sand I have. 50. That's actually not that much. With how many I'm going to be needing, this is not even going to be enough. But I can go make more soul sand if I need to. And then this is filling up with tons of, well, it's running out too. Look at that. What do we got to burn? Why don't we just burn some logs? We got tons of logs. Yeah, super inefficient. I know. I'll work on getting the higher stuff. Don't worry. Um, let's analyze this guy. Or, I'm sorry, research the mutations. And they got 6. Research 5 materials. Why won't it let me use the drones? Oh, hold on. I think I got it. It's going to take 1 from all of them, right? Yeah, there we go. We'll just spread that out. There we go. So it's using 5 sets. Now go. Okay. Wow, that can use some drones. Uh-oh. I lost track. I was going too fast. Sorry. So I get it. Can't really do half stacks. All right, so there and there, there and there. I wasn't paying attention last time, so sorry. There and there. Oh, I messed up. I got a lucky explorer bee. All right, cool. So, yeah, this isn't too bad, right? I'm gonna get to the doggone diamond bee. I'm telling that's gonna be my thing. It auto sorts, I think, though, or something, because the math isn't mathing out. Industrious bee. Oh wow, there's only 5 mutations total. So now that we got our diligent drone, diurnal, gotta sleep. Eventually, you can get it to where you can actually. Now, I had to go into creative so that I could get some fixes done with the quest book. And I've also got some issues with. I'm pretty sure it's from supplementaries. So I don't know. It crashed my game. And when I came back, like I had to like roll back the server, even though it's not a server. So if you have that kind of issue, just know that's possible. This is the one I want to speed up. So let's speed up her. She's only at night now. Let's see, what do we get? Diligent makes all these. Robust, tireless. That's the next one we want. So we want to comment and diligent. Oh, wow, we're full. Planes, planes, planes. Boy, these twisted frames really get used up fast. What? It's a rocky. I want to know how to. Okay, so cultivated and common. Cultivated and common. Oop, let's switch before it runs out. Add another common. All right, now we got diligent. And what is this I got in my hand? Noble. We're not gonna have room for all the different bees. We're gonna need a bee sorter for sure. These are all planes, right? Okay, so planes. Desert. That was a desert drone? There's our first stringy comb. Now I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to add. There's another one. Now this is how I'm gonna get my stringy combs right here. There we go. Now we're producing the stringy combs. We're just going to keep adding these until I can get all the stringy combs. I think we're out of time, though. Yeah, we're running out of time. So that's how I'm going to get the stuff going. So you guys got to see me do the mutations and how I do it. From now on, that's how I'm going to do it. I'm just going to keep the diligent going. After diligent, what do we got? Noble? Because we did get a noble one, right? Or did I put it away? I think I'm just going to end up putting these bees all together. Because I'm gonna run out of space anyway. Yeah, so like a noble. Let's see what the noble can get. Well, actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and finish the episode with me opening up my loot crates that I got from my loyalty tickets. Since that's something that everybody probably wants to see what I get. It's always usually exciting for me anyway. So let's see what we get. Most of the times they're just soul stones. I got a refrigerator. A golden hook. Soul stone. A melon popsicle. And a stink gland. Nothing new other than the refrigerator. But I moved all the food over to here since that was the only place that you could get. Oh, that's a chef. Oh, that's cool. Bacon and eggs. I guess it's from the various food stuff I put down. That's cool. Yeah, so I put all the food stuffs over there. That way I can just kind of keep it together. But I want to make an actual kitchen. We'll just add that frame in there since it's already almost out. All right. So thanks for stopping by. Oh. Oh, before we go. Vampires. If you kill your vampires with a wooden stake, you'll get a chance of getting vampire souls. The vampire souls can be turned into like this little spirit lantern, but better than that, you can trade it with this guy right here and get different trades for the hunters. So that's the thing. Also, I do believe, and this is messed up to do, if you hold your item out and then now I kill this guy, right? Like if I have this in my offhand, I think, right? No? Oh well. I was gonna say, if you kill them while they're holding up an item, sometimes you can get their item when you kill them, but I haven't killed any of the villagers. This is cool. Why is this one special? Lifespan short. Oh, okay. Anyway, I'd recommend at least keeping one of every kind of bee that you find around, just so that way you make sure you have, you don't lose them. Just put them in a storage area and thereby. Makes sense, right? I'm gonna go ahead and start making string combs. Hey, thanks for stopping by, everybody. I appreciate you hanging out. I guess this will be the episode that's just basically about complicated bees. I'm going to do some more complicated bees until I get every single kind that I can possibly get just from the group that I have. Apparently, you can just get them from mutations from the drones. So it's really the drones you're looking for, because the drones don't truly cause the mutation, or they do cause the mutation, but I don't know what's going on with my playthrough with supplementaries, so we're gonna see from there. Like I said, it crashed on me pretty hard, and so we're gonna try and keep her going as long as I can. There's a lot of entities and there's a lot of stuff going on. I have no idea how a server can run with this, but Sproblin and I are testing the limitations of that right now. So anyway, love you, miss you.